Hello friends, Hattie with Honeybee Stampers here. I am going live on my business page and I will be sharing this to YouTube as well. So if you're watching me on YouTube, hello and welcome to my channel. I have not been live in quite some time, but I've been very busy. So as a lot of you know, I recently moved houses and I also closed my studio with the plan to transfer to a new location. Anyways, with that comes a lot of boxes. And so I've just been very busy trying to dig myself out of all of these boxes and put things away. But as I'm organizing my new craft space, I have classes and kits and cards that I've been putting together. And I thought, you know what? These are so cute. I really should share them online with all of you to inspire you. So that's why I'm live today. I want to show you guys this really simple card. We did this card at my Sweet and Simple card class that we had in February. And actually our next Sweet and Simple card class won't be until June. So I'm definitely going to have to get online and share a little bit more online since I won't be able to do as much in person. But the next class is going to be, I think, on June 21st. You'll see some information about that as we roll that out. But I wanted to hop on and show this to you because this is a card that uses some designer series paper that I absolutely fell in love with. And it's on sale right now. It's super on sale. So let me show you what this designer series paper is. I'm going to show you the product that I'm using in case you're interested in it. And then we'll get to making the card. So the designer series paper that I'm using is called Serene Love. And it was an online exclusive and it is on sale. Actually, let me hop over and see the price on it so I can tell you. But it comes with 12 sheets. Uh-oh, I just typed it in and then it's not pulling up. I hope it's not gone. Nope, it's not gone. Okay, so originally it was like $12.50, but it's on sale for $8.75. And I promise you, you're gonna want this pack of paper. So it's 12 sheets of paper. And there's 3 different colors that they're showcasing. So this first one is Old Olives. You're gonna have this side of a pattern, and then here's the other side. So one side is kind of a floral pattern, the other side is neutral. There's the other side of that. Looks like daisies maybe. I'm not good with my flowers. And then we've got a Lost Lagoon. So you're gonna have 2 different, well, really 4 different patterns of the Lost Lagoon. So you're gonna have this side. Here's a more neutral side here. You're gonna have this side with these pretty big flowers, and then this side here, which is kind of, I would consider a neutral side, okay? You're gonna get 2 of each of those sheets, okay? So you're gonna get 12, right? So 2 of each of these sheets, okay? And 2 of each of these sheets. You guys get it, right? Okay, and I already showed you the Old Olive. Okay, and then you're gonna get this Night of Navy, which is so beautiful. So here's one side of the Night of Navy. Here is the other side, neutral side. And then I used a lot of this paper. So this is really all I have left in this pack because when we did our class, I designed this card project. So everybody got this beautiful flower here. So it's not a stamped flower. It's actually from the designer series paper. So the designer series paper was chopped up. And everybody got like a set of 3 flowers. And then I also gave them a set of the 2 flowers to go inside the card. And then here's the other side. I hated to cut this up because I love the stripes on this side, but I had to do what I had to do because that's just too pretty. So this is the card that I designed with it. And then on the inside, as you can see, I gave them all the 2 flowers here and a little strip of that designer series paper to pull in the paper from the front. So I'm going to put this card together for you. I have an extra kit from that class. We made 6 projects, so I might be going live 6 times putting projects together for you guys. We'll see. All right. So here are the pieces. When they come to my class, they're going to get pieces that are cut up like this. See, even the flowers are cut. It's Sweet and Simple card class, so I try to make it as sweet and simple for them. Maybe not so much for me to prep for, but for them to put together and have fun. I did feature a stamp set that's been around for a while. It's the Layering Leaves stamp set. It's a beautiful stamp set. I absolutely love the font here. And so this is the stamp set that I used. I decided to make it a thank you card. And let's grab some Night of Navy because we're going to need that as our ink. And then this die cut here comes from this die cut set. This one is called Something Fancy. So this has been around for a while too. I actually demonstrated this at a Stampin' Up! Event in Jacksonville. This was the product that I got to demonstrate, and that's been a couple years now, and it's still available, for purchase. I think it's still in the catalog. It's definitely online. I have adjusted to how they do things. There's a lot more online, it seems like, than in our catalogs. I still love a good catalog. I love flipping through the pages of the catalog and seeing all the samples that they have, but I definitely spend a lot more time online looking to see what's new. A lot of online exclusives, all the kids collections are online, so make sure you're not missing out on that. So you'll have to definitely shop in my online store. Anyways, this has been around for a while, and I use the smaller die of this little die set right here to die cut this, and this is where we're going to stamp our sentiment. So I will start with that. We're going to use the Night of Navy ink, our little thank you so much stamp. I haven't gone live in such a long time to do stamping, but it feels good. I like it. I like sharing this fun with all of you. Okay, so I've inked it up, probably a little bit over inked, and then because it's photopolymer, you can see right through it. I'm gonna kind of have it, actually something I need to check. When I handed out these flowers, not all of the flowers had the same kind of orientation, right? So like this was the flower I used, so this is a different one. So I let people know that they may have to change which position they put their flowers. So maybe this would go better on the bottom right? Instead of like this, it's not gonna look good. You're gonna have this little petal hanging out here. Or you could put it up here and have it at the top. Now I gotta decide which way I like better. Do I like it at the top or do I like it on the right? I feel like I like it on the top. Okay, so since we are gonna do it on the top, then I wanna make sure that when I stamp, I will still stamp on the far right side of it. Yep, that's the plan. All right, you guys following me or am I just making no sense? Okay, so if I would have put the flower on the right, bottom right, then I would have stamped my sentiment all the way over to the left, but I'm gonna keep it all the way to the right. So we've got our die cut here. I'm just gonna eyeball it and stamp just like that. Nice firm pressure. There we go, I love it. Love it. I mean, this is not much stamping at all for this card. Very simple. I wanted to really show off how beautiful this paper is. Okay, now that I've done my stamping, I'm going to set that to the side and we'll start building our card. So I used a smoky slate card base for this card. And I did the hot dog fold. So it's going to be an 11 inches by 4 1/4 and then scored in half at 5 1/2. Okay, so that's going to make that fold and that's going to open up like that. Okay. And then for the inside or for the front of the card, I took a piece of basic white cardstock and this measures 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I'm going to be sending out an email with these measurements, so don't worry about that. If you're an email subscriber of mine, then you'll get all of this information sent right to you. And then we're going to put a piece of designer series paper right on top. Now the designer series paper I cut down just a little bit, and so the paper measures 4 5/8 by 3 3/8 this way, so that it's just a sliver smaller than the basic white. I just wanted a tiny little white border. Okay, and then we're going to stick that on. Okay, so you can see that's got a nice little border. It makes it pop. It really does. And then we're going to stick this directly to our card base. And when I'm trying to center my designer series paper or anything on a card, I always put the adhesive on and then I hold both pieces and I kind of move it around like this, and it's kind of floating on this bottom finger so that the adhesive isn't sticking right away. And I move it around until it looks like all 4 sides are even, and then I go ahead and adhere it down. That's my little tip, because sometimes I know people will maybe put it on like this, and then this is sticking down and they don't want it to, and you know how that goes. So anyway, so now we've got that on. So that's our card base. And then again, we're going to bring this flower in, and I'm going to start by, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. So I'm just going to put a few, and then I can sneak in a few more after I get my sentiment in, and I'll explain why I do that in just a second. I could probably do one more in the middle, right there. Okay, so we'll pop these off. I really wish I would have gone live a lot more during Celebration, because I had so many cute projects that featured Celebration product, but my schedule just didn't allow me to do it. But I think I still might show those to you, because you guys did order during Celebration, so you probably have the product, and you might want a little inspiration to use with that product. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of figure out, where do I want this to go? I probably should have moved that up just a little bit more, but that's okay. I'm going to do it like let's do it like right here. There, that works. Let me add a little bit of adhesive to the back of this. I really don't want the thank you to be covered up, but it'll work. You could also use a different sentiment that's a little bit smaller too. Okay. There we go. You can still tell that says thank you. And then that's it. That's it for the front of the card, other than embellishing. And I think it looks great. Now, on the inside of the card, I did give everybody just a little strip of this designer series paper that I had left over. And this little strip right here measures about 3.5 to like 3/4, something like that. Just a little strip. It doesn't have to be precise or anything. And then we will add it to the bottom here. Okay. And then I gave everybody one of these. I love these stripes on the back too. And then we will put this down. Let me see how I did it on my original card. Okay, so I put it on like the bottom right. You know what? I think I still will, just because the flowers are up here on the top left. So when you open the card, it'll feel balanced. All right, before I put that down, let me go ahead and put this inside piece in. So now that I've got my craft room kind of organized, I'm still unboxing things, but it's very workable in here. I'm hoping to go live a little bit more and share a little more. That's my plan. I'm still organizing, you know, and my little guy just started T-ball. It's so cute. So cute. Okay, there we go. There's the inside of the card. And so my Saturdays are going to be full with that. So it's going to be busy. All right, so now we got these 2 different cards. You guys will have to tell me if you like it better on the bottom left, the top left, or it doesn't matter. I like them both. I think they look great. Now for the embellishments, I did run out of the embellishment that I used on this card. The embellishment that I used here is called the pecan pie and silver thread or something. It's really pretty. I'm trying to pull up my computer to find it. Really pretty. So I had to pivot and go with something else. Now in the class, I gave everybody the Mediterranean blooms gems that look like this. So I think I'll probably just go ahead and use those for this card, so you guys can see what that looks like, because that's pretty too. Let me find here. I can tell you the name of it. So it's the pecan pie in clear ribboned adhesive back dots. That's what I used on the little flowers here. And I mean, it is really a pretty embellishment. So pretty. All the embellishments are really pretty, to be honest. But at the class, I did give them this one, which is the blue. And this one's pretty too. But you know what? I'm going to pivot again, and I'm going to show you guys another embellishment that looks great. So this embellishment looks great with it. It's called the Neutrals Adhesive Back Sequin. And it comes in these different colors here. But this white color looks really, really good on these cards. And then I'm going to show you a couple more cards that I did with the other Designer Series paper colors, okay? So I'm going to pull that out of there. Grab my Take Your Pick. Does anybody use this thing? I like it. It's, I don't use it enough, but it's a Take Your Pick tool. It allows you to pick up embellishments, and you just twist it so that a little bit of putty comes out of the tip. My camera's probably not focusing on it, but that putty is sticky, and then you can use it to pick up like small embellishments. So then you just kind of stick it on there like that. I'm going to put these sequin right on the flowers here. I'm going to do 2 big ones. And then I'm going to take one of the smaller ones and put it right, I'll do it down here. There. Okay, so I think that looks fantastic. That's just me. Okay, I should have thought of this one before, but everybody got to do the blue cards at our class. And so the blue from the Mediterranean Blooms worked. I can't remember the name of the actual embellishments, but let me show you 2 other projects. Okay. So that Designer Series paper that I just showed you had all of that old olive, the old olive colors. And so I did a card using the old olive, and I just used the stripes. Now this part right here, these are 3 different sets of flowers that I fussy cut. Okay. And then I just kind of layered them on top of each other to create that little vignette there. And then we've got the Lost Lagoon. So the Lost Lagoon was super pretty. I went wild with the embellishments here. I always do like 3 embellishments, but you know, I wanted to make sure every flower had one. I think that looks so good together. And then I put one up there. So the Lost Lagoon, I did fussy cut out 2 of the flowers for this one. And there are the cards. Let me move it like this. Okay, I think you can see it better that way. And I just think that I use the exact same measurements here. I just featured each of the colors that's part of that Designer Series paper. And like I said, it's on sale. So I'll share with you guys exactly what it is on through email, and then also on my page, because it's too good to pass up. Don't miss out on it. And you can make some super simple, easy, beautiful thank you cards, or if you decide to switch it up, thinking of you cards or best wishes, sending hugs, or any sentiment that you actually have in your stash. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed these projects. Join my email list if you want the measurements for these, and then the still pictures, and then the recording of this video. All right, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll be back again soon to share some more projects with you. Have a nice day. Bye.